Today, India has a strike against Pakistan. Pakistan claims to have shot down as many as 5 of India's fighter jets. And there's video footage going around of attacks, bombings, and other serious ordnance being launched in both directions. Seems as India has struck Pakistan with artillery, airstrikes, border skirmishes all across, and things are getting real crazy. What we're going to ask is we're going to find out why. Why is Pakistan and India so pissed off at each other, not just for the recent events, but what's been going on over time? Why are they where they are now, and how have things gotten so bad? Hey, Grok, what is the history of India and Pakistan's border conflicts?
The conflicts between India and Pakistan mainly stem from the 1947 partition of British India, which created both nations and led to disputes over the Kashmir region. They fought several wars, including in 1947-48, 1965, and 1971, mostly over Kashmir, with ongoing tensions and skirmishes along the heavily militarized border.
Well, why would British India go in and chop up the region and make it into two nations instead of just keeping it one? Why is it they are deciding how the borders line up and not the people that live there?
The British partition of India in 1947 was driven by political, religious, and logistical factors. The rising tensions between Hindus and Muslims made a single unified nation unfeasible, so Britain, under pressure to leave quickly, divided the region, often drawing borders arbitrarily, like the Radcliffe Line, without much local input. The people living there had limited say, as colonial powers typically imposed decisions to serve
Okay,
their own
okay, okay,
interests.
okay, 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 okay. Well, yeah,
To
this
recap the last
this war has not been a recent thing. This has been going on for some time. It just seems like this is just the most recent step in a long going history of hatred and despicable behavior between the two nations. So maybe maybe at some point they'll be able to get past all the bullshit and we can move on as a society. But what's the real problem? The real problem is that Pakistan and India both have pretty large nuclear weapons stockpiles. They could wipe out each other in a heartbeat. Both Pakistan and India have tactical and I believe strategic nuclear bombs, rocket, missiles, the whole bit. Let's find out. Hey, Grok, what is the nuclear stockhold for India and Pakistan?
Based on recent estimates, India is believed to have around 172 nuclear warheads, while Pakistan has approximately 170. Both countries continue to modernize their arsenals, but exact figures can vary.
Well, that's terrifying. Has either one of them ever threatened to use their nuclear weapons against one another?
Yes, there have been instances where Pakistan has made threats regarding nuclear weapons in response to tensions with India. For example, Pakistani officials have warned of using their full spectrum of power, including nuclear capabilities, if they perceive an existential threat, especially in recent conflicts over Kashmir.
What do you think the Western world would do uh, if they did? What would happen if there was a nuclear exchange between Pakistan and India? I don't believe the Middle East is in the most secure and stable footing in the first place right now, considering all of the war and all of the conflict that is constantly going on there. But clearly with Syria, Jordan, Af- all of them. Well, Israel and Palestine is clearly a problem. Iran's the biggest players going on in there right now. Egypt, Iran, Saudi Arabia, uh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iraq. Well, this is all just it's bad news all around for everybody involved. But I have a couple other questions though I'd like to ask Grok here. What would the Western response be to Pakistan or India launching nuclear weapons at one another?
The Western response would likely involve immediate diplomatic pressure, severe economic sanctions, and possibly military intervention to prevent further launches, aiming to contain the conflict and protect global security, while also providing humanitarian aid to affected regions.
Yeah, I suspect that's probably correct.
So,
Why are we as Americans even worried about the Middle East? Why are we involved? Why do we buy all of our oil from the Middle East? And why don't we just use our own? We have large sums of oil underfoot here in the United States, in our territories, in Alaska. I mean, some of the largest reserves of oil are in the United States. So, when it comes to a nuclear proliferation, I certainly hope this doesn't happen with India and Pakistan, but I'm not holding my breath. Everything is pretty. Everything's on the table these days because who freaking knows what can happen? The whole world's gone mad, and I'm here for it, man. I mean, what else you got to do today, right? Besides watch the chaos unfold around the world. It's going to be a great day, everybody. I hope you're having